they're almost finished and we can start. So, hi everyone, my name is Alona. You're watching my YouTube channel about knitting, and today I'm going to show you my first finished sweater and my latest finished sweater. This video is highly inspired by Bethany from Werner Knits here on YouTube and also on Instagram. She recently came with the video and she told that in case someone interested to record as well the same, they could tag her and show what they created. Now here is my two sweaters. The first one, it's technically not my first finished object from the whole my life, but it's one of the knits that I can definitely tell that I knit from scratch. I know what I was doing, or almost I know what I was doing, and after this sweater, my knitting career started, or was reborn. Yeah, mostly we can say that it was started again. It's this sweater. As you can see, it has pretty interesting sleeves, which I'll tell you later why they look like that. And the latest finished object in this Clematis sweater. I even attached buttons, and I attached buttons pretty quickly just after this sweater was finished, so it's a great win for me. So let me tell you more about my first sweater. I started knitting a really long time ago. My mom showed me how to knit, maybe 15 years ago or something like that. And we had lots of knitted objects at home because she needed a pretty significant amount of her time after school. She was a teacher, and then she came home, knit lots of stuff, and I had dozens of sweaters probably, but mostly they were knitted flat, and she taught me like that. So this is a raglan top down, which is knitted in the round, and all of the things that I told you before will tell you lots of things and mistakes about this sweater. As you can see, it's pretty easy sweater. It's knitted on 8mm needles for the body and 6mm needles for the rib. It has a fully twisted rib. Yeah, it's fully twisted. It's twisted from the inside and from the outside. It has balloon sleeves with again fully twisted rib and a fully twisted rib on the bottom. And also it has fully twisted stitches from the whole sweater, from the top to the down. It's a fully twisted sweater. My mom taught me how to knit only flat, and I understood that I'm twisting stitches only when I started knitting my second sweater. Yeah, so this one is really fully twisted, has fully twisted stitches. As you can see close, really, all stitches are twisted, but it's fine, it's okay, it's just my first time made sweater. But it's not the biggest problem of this sweater. I'll add somewhere closer look. Something went wrong with my increases for the sleeves. Definitely something wrong with it, because as you can see, one shoulder is really a bit bigger than another. From raglan stitch to the shoulder, I have much more fabric in one part, and really less fabric from another. The regular one really looks a bit like this. It's strange, but okay. Probably I've missed some creases. Maybe it's somewhere some decreases. This could really happen as well. Also, I was really struggling at first with make one left and make one right. That's why I've redone it several times. But I really like this raglan detail. As you can see, there is a really chunky three raglan stitch detail. And as for me, it looks much better than just one stitch. I don't know why, but for me, it's much better. Oh, I forgot to mention, for this sweater I used Veronica Lindbergh pattern, Stay Up Till Down sweater. It should be done with folded neck, but I decided that it's too much brain power for me for that time. That's why this neck isn't folded, and I like it in the way it looks like that. And the yarn is Alize Mohair Classic, something like that. Now a little more details over here. It's mohair, wool and acrylic blend. It's so itchy, you can't imagine how itchy is it. I decided to take maybe not the cheapest yarn, but really cheap yarn, because it was accessible at the time, and I wasn't sure that I would finish the sweater, because in my childhood, when I started knitting something bigger than a scarf, I never finished it. I had several vests or something like that, and they weren't finished. So I decided to take some not so expensive yarn. I didn't want to lose all my money and don't need anything, so I took this in here, and it's double-stranded in this sweater. And as you can see on the sleeves, I was playing here chicken and I lost. I did this sweater pretty fast and understood that in case I won't have the same yarn, I'll create something. I'll add maybe ingredient at that time. I saw that it would be really fun, and it really happened. I lost the yarn chicken game, and I understood that I need to buy more yarn. But this exact color was sold out in lots of stores where I looked, so I thought, okay, I need to finish this sweater, I need to have an accomplished task, and I couldn't wait for several weeks. So I decided to take the same yarn in black color and create this color work abstraction. I don't know how to call it, but as you can see, while knitting the sleeves, I just started adding one stitch per some count of stitches. And I just started adding some black stitches, then I started adding them more and more, and then at some point I just switched to knitting black with a black yarn. The black yarn is a bit softer. It would be great to have a color in the black yarn, maybe. And both sleeves looks a bit different, definitely, because it was I'm sorry for the sound, my cat decided to join us. And here is she. Yeah. Yes, my cat. It's Chelsea, by the way. Okay, she'll sit with us for some time. As you can see, both of the sleeves are a bit different. The total black part starts at the same place, but all these lines look different. And it it's not a problem for me, to be honest. I really love how this sweater looks like, even despite the fact that I have this strange situation with my raglan stitches. It looks pretty funny. Okay, we got a second cat, and probably she'll join us, or maybe not. Who knows? But okay. It's just a basket and the cat. What could went wrong? Okay. So, if I'll take a look back, I can't say that I regret knitting this sweater. Probably I would pay more attention on raglan stitches and on stitch count, but definitely I'm happy how it looks, and I really love these sleeves. It's just a piece of art. Yeah, let me tell you that it's a piece of my own art. Lots of my colleagues told that I have a really great sweater. Maybe it's like some well-known designer or some unknown designer. And when I told them that it's creation of these hands, they were surprised because it really looks unique, and I am happy that I could create such thing. And let's switch to the latest finished object. My latest finished object is Clematis sweater by Emma Maier. It's her first design. I really love this sweater. I like these diagonal bottom bands, and it looks much more complicated than it could be. The pattern was pretty straightforward, and probably even this sweater could be much better sweater to knit for the first time. That's my god. The only complicated thing that I have here, it's not complicated for me right now, but in case I'll start it when I just started my knitting career, it would be challenging for me. It's German short rolls for sleeves, and probably it was all that could be a bit tricky or a bit challenging. I knitted this with Polish brand. It's Gabovu. It is fine Peruvian wool and baby yak in color, one in color sage green. Yeah, the yak in color sage green, and the wool in color green, probably, yes. The only thing that probably I'll change in this sweater, it's just buttons. I'm not sure that green buttons on green looks okay. Probably I'll choose brown or maybe turquoise buttons, and maybe I'll change in the future, we'll see. Before blocking, if you saw my first episode, probably you heard that I told about the sizing, that I wasn't sure that it's appropriate size, but after blocking it stretched out a bit and it feels pretty good on me right now. I like the length of the sleeves, and I like the length of this sweater. And what I want to mention, that Emma is pretty tall girl as me, we had the same height, and it could be a bit tricky for girls, boys, for everyone with smaller height, because the description is for us, for those who has long hands and long torso, because I know that some people decided to go back and frog several centimeters because it was too long for them. So be cautious and try your garments during the process while you're knitting.